Hello and welcome to this week's edition of DreamCarGarage. Now, today we're moving forward with our Fourtrak project, and in order to get this thing off the ground, we've had to get some technical expertise. So today we're at a company with 20 years experience with working with Daihatsu Fourtraks in particular, Atkinson Automotives, and we're actually going to start the project, start getting our hands dirty. Later on we're going to meet the maestro himself. He's smiling now. Paul Atkinson, I'm going to with also Wayne as well. So we're going to meet the team that's going to help start getting this thing technically off the ground. Alright, this is the workshops for Atkinson Automotives. As you can see, they're no stranger to Daihatsu. This is the car that's going to be the starting car. It's a short wheelbase Daihatsu Fourtrak. So you can see it in the starting stage, and then we'll be able to see it hopefully when it's completely transformed at the end. It's already got slightly different seating, but the entire interior is going to come out. The entire interior is going to come out. Everything. I'm just walking around, just kind of getting a feel for the place. Now we're going to meet the man himself. He's giving us a little bit of a pose from behind. This is Paul Atkinson. So very quickly, so do you have any experience in these cars at all?
None whatsoever. I've never seen one before in life.
So this is Paul. He's got over 20 years experience working with the Fourtrak in particular, and he's along with his compadre Wayne, these are perfect technical guys to get the project off the ground. So what we're going to hoping to do today, Paul?
We're going to start stripping it all down and get everything off that we don't need, get to the basics, get into the bare roots and start and see what we need to do.
Alright, how much do you reckon we'll get done today?
As much as possible.
Alright.
We'll see, we'll get quite a lot done.
Okay, I'm just going to get my overalls on, we're going to get started. Cheers. Right, just ready to go. Got my overalls on, and I'm just going to get into it, start taking stuff apart. We'll see how much we get done. So this is the engine that we're starting with. It's a 2.8 diesel, 4-cylinder, and in natural form develops between 75 and 99 bhp. Okay. Now, a project like this, we've got to think how much of this stuff we can reuse and how much we need to buy from new. It's amazing seeing the stuff come apart. Alright, we'll pick this up a little bit later. Alright. Well, I'm going to be using some air tools today. So Paul's giving me my job today. I'm going to be taking out. Well, I'm going to begin with taking out the interior, taking out the seats, and then I'm going to familiarise myself with the tools. Okay, let's open the drawer, see what's in what. Okay, they're all the Allen keys, spanners, miscellaneous screwdrivers, more spanners. It's like one of those games where you have to close your eyes and go back and figure out, well, what was in each drawer. Right, the engine's rapidly coming to pieces. Battery's gone, air filter's gone. Working like machines. On the inside, front part of the carpet's out. Next I'm going to take I'm taking the dashboard out.
Not for a minute.
Okay.
The back door's coming off next.
Now all the carpet looks like it's completely had it, and we're not going to be using it in the actual project itself. I've been reliably informed that these are very durable carpets because of the plastic backing. Then they can be steam cleaned and come up almost like new. But the good part about this is that we can use the upholsterer can help use this to form part of the pattern for the new carpet that's going to go on. Now they don't have an awful lot of soundproofing in this. You can see just a little bit of felt underneath the carpet, which isn't an awful lot. When we revisit the car, we're going to put a tremendous amount of soundproofing in because although it's a good strong engine, it's extremely noisy. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. The interior is stripped out, and what we're just doing now is just undoing the last few bolts to disconnect the gearbox from the engine, then the engine comes out. So I'll take you a bit of a look round. This is the harness ready to lift it out.
Top ones.
Yeah.
Chain's already around it. So now we're just disconnecting the gearbox from the main engine. So while they're doing that, I'm just going to show you a look inside. We've stripped out the interior. So now we're looking at just a nice shell. I'm going to take the seat belts out in a second. Bring this out to get to look at what the bare bones of this car is like, especially when it comes to doing soundproofing. We can get an indication of where soundproofing goes. We can, cover all this entire shell, so to speak, with soundproofing, and then looking at mat-loaded vinyl. And I'm really interested to see what it looks like behind the gearbox. Behind the dashboard. So I'm looking forward to that coming out. But that may or may not be today. Alright, here we are. The engine's literally coming out now. Wow. I've never seen an engine being lifted out of a car before.
Ooh, what about there? Yes, it's done. Out of it then.
Wow.
Swing around. Oh, right round.
Wow.
Do that.
Tell me something, when you buy an engine, they say you see an engine online. Is that all of that they're including, or do they just include certain parts of it?
It depends.
Some don't.
When they sell you an engine, that is a short engine, that is a complete engine, and that is ancillaries. So
Right.
it necessarily don't mean it's going to get that. It doesn't mean it's going to get injectors. Years ago, when we used to build them up, they'd have nothing at all on them. They'd be bare engine, so you've got to put injectors in, plugs in, manifolds.
I guess it makes a big difference when you see them quoting a price.
Yeah, that's why it alters so much, because you're not getting half the stuff. Fuel pump is here. That's a fuel pump there. And a fuel distributor pump. Injectors. And the clutch system, which is what you're going to take off now and check.
Alright.
So you want a 12mm socket hexagon.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find something.
Yeah, I know 12 mils. I mean, I've got one over there. Yeah.
Wires them off, and then I'll show you how to check that clutch.
Alright. Let's have a quick look at.
We won't be using that clutch, by the way. We'll be using a new one, but
Right.
just so you know what's what. That's bell housing.
Well, and this is where the engine was. Unbelievable.
Sorry.
Well,
You are, aren't you?
gearbox is now disconnected. Wow.
Rubber down on front jack, right?
Oh my goodness, look at this view. This is crazy. And we're just staring right down the barrel of the car from top to bottom. So here we have the contrast. We have the Daihatsu Fourtrak, and right next to it we have the new Range Rover Evoque. As you can see, they look almost exactly the same. But what will be interesting to see is to see the Fourtrak once it's had the FT treatment, and then line it up next to the Evoque to see which one, even visually, has the biggest impact. The Evoque is a very nice looking thing, but I imagine already Range Rover are going to sell millions of them, whereas the FTs, they're going to be as rare as hen's teeth. Alright, so we've taken all the stuff out of the car, stripped it down, engine's out, all the stuff's there. We're going to box up the stuff. After we box up all the stuff, what do we do next, Paul? Boss? What's the next part of the project?
We'll probably just try and take the doors off,
Yeah.
and then we'll try and locate some better panels and probably refit them. Maybe lift the body. We'll think about lifting the body. It's a hot day. We'll see.
Ooh, lifting the body off now. That I definitely want to see. That I definitely want to see. Lifting the body off a car.